Welcome back to Nerdy Nines. And again, we're here with Wyatt and Wade. And I am Dylan. And today, we'll be doing the top worst superhero movies. Same criteria as the last one. So let's go ahead and start this list. We're going to go with number 9, Spawn.
So bad I didn't even see it.
I feel like you haven't. I feel like you saved yourself a lot of trouble with a lot of these bad movies.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it was like that. It was meant to be like the '90s grudge version of Batman, so he's like dark and eerie. The only thing that was really good about the movie is John Leguizamo as the clown. That's about it.
And he served his purpose as being creepy, and then became dumb by the end of the movie.
Yeah. Spawn in general is one of those movies where it's like...
Spawn as a character is one of those,
Yeah.
He
no
really...
one cares. I'm shocked they still write comics for him, but...
Yeah. I feel like it's just because Todd McFarlane wants money.
The only time
Todd McFarlane doesn't make money off it.
Really?
No. Todd McFarlane doesn't own it. What is it? Image?
I know he doesn't own Image, but like he still owns the character, doesn't he? Really?
Nope. He sold the character to Image, which is owned by Robert Kirkman, which makes no sense because it's not a subsidiary of Skybound, which is Robert Kirkman's other comic book company.
Alrighty then, but Spawn was bad because there was no point to it.
Yeah, it suffered from.
I guess there's no point to Spawn anyways, because like his whole motivation is mute.
Yeah, it's Wanda. That's all that matters. Wanda. Fish called Wanda.
All right.
The sequel.
Number 8. Batman Forever.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's self-explanatory almost.
The only like good part about that movie was Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Not even.
I say the best part, but it was still kind of bad.
The least worst part was Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
The best worst part?
The least worst.
The least worst. Because Tommy Lee Jones did not fit as Two-Face.
No.
At all.
Well,
and he still played like a zany Two-Face, and Two-Face isn't really that zany.
No, he's supposed to be like serious and gritty.
Like everything is decided with the flip of a coin, and he was like, I don't know.
Well, the big problem is we're supposed to believe that this is still the same Batman from Tim Burton's Batman.
And he's blonde now, right?
But we went from having a black Harvey Dent to a white Harvey Dent. Because Harvey Dent in the Tim Burton ones is actually a big fat black guy. Not kidding.
They pulled a Die Hard.
Big fat black guy.
No, he's a white guy.
He's a white guy.
It's cool.
It's also one of those weird movies where, especially in this franchise, we never really have a Jim Gordon.
No, Commissioner Gordon is like a very mute point to the movies.
I don't recall him being even in the movies.
He's there.
Subtly, he's in there.
He's there, but he is so unimportant, and
yeah.
We'll talk about him more in another spot. So number 7, I think we'll give it to X-Men Wolverine.
Pretty bad.
I've only seen that in bits and pieces. I've never been able to watch the whole thing.
The movie that kind of killed Deadpool.
It's also the movie that started the downfall of these big team-up movies, and it's also the end of the era of black leather spandex rubbery suits, I think.
This movie called for them to reboot the X-Men franchise.
Right.
So
it calls them to reboot it. They're rebooting everything now. They basically retconned everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason why we're getting a different Deadpool movie. It's the reason why we're getting a Age of Apocalypse movie. It's the reason why we're getting all these movies, essentially.
I'd say it's a real improvement in most cases, though, so it's kind of much needed.
Oh, yeah. There's also one of those origin stories that didn't matter. No one cared. Did you care about Wolverine's origin?
I did in his video games for the PS2, but they didn't really emulate those either. They just kind of went their own way.
I mean, like, I think Wolverine's origin is interesting, but, like, they didn't make it interesting.
No.
Like, they should have focused more on him in the 1800s? Is that when that movie started? The 1900s?
Yeah, it started.
It should have started. The origin should have been like Wolverine origin, like the book, where like he accidentally kills his father, and then like not even Sabretooth, but like his half brother like comes after him. That would have been a more interesting movie. But they wanted Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
So number 6 is a tie. Both of the Fantastic Four movies.
Oh god.
I mean, they're all pretty bad.
Mr. Fantastic looks shitty.
I will give them this. The cast was a kind of decent cast.
Yeah, they were good.
They had good casting. They don't. The new ones that are the reboot has crappy casting. They're going with the Ultimate Universe versions of the characters. At least this is the classic Fantastic Four that we know.
Well, actually,
it's an older read.
The new movie is doing the first origin story for the Fantastic Four.
It's the Ultimate Universe, though.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. The original Fantastic Four, they get their powers because Doom's trying to create a portal to hell.
Really? Had nothing to do with radioactivity?
It has nothing to do with cosmic rays.
I thought that was it.
That was
That's
later...
also the origin in the Ultimate Universe, except they're younger, and Sue and
So are they younger in this
Sue
movie?
and Johnny, they're younger.
Okay,
They're in their 20s, and Sue and Johnny aren't actually brother and sister in the Ultimate Universe.
They're meshing Ultimate and the original.
It's
the
Ultimate.
new one, but it's
Because
still...
Ultimate is transportation as well, and Doom fucks with the portal.
Well, in the original story, it's because Mephisto fucked with shit.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that because that's going back to Ghost Rider, which would be Marvel.
You don't have to have Ghost Rider. We could leave Ghost Rider out of everything. We left Ghost Rider out of this list, so
We did. Man, we suck.
I think there's worse movies than Ghost Rider on this list.
Like Justice League United.
That'll do it.
So number 5, Green Lantern.
That's pretty bad.
So bad I didn't see that one either.
I like Ryan Reynolds, and I like the Green Lantern. And I initially liked the movie when I first watched it, and then I rewatched it and was like, there's way too much CGI in this movie.
It's one of those movies where the casting is great, the acting is on point. It suffers because of the script and the CGI.
And his constructs. A lot of them didn't make any sense either. Like, Hal Jordan's supposed to be the best Green Lantern, even when he's still starting out. But, like, they made him do horribly rookie shit. Like, he created a race car to save people from the fucking helicopter? What? What? How, did you like Hot Wheels that much?
I'm confused just hearing that.
Yeah, like I said, it's the script. It's not the acting, it's the script.
Well, also, it was kind of the story, too, because no one cares
That's
about
the
Parallax.
The story kind of
That's
is
the
the script when it
script.
comes to movies.
Yeah, it's the script.
When you say script, I think the dialogue.
Yeah, it's true.
Not the actual story that it's following.
Screenwriting, I guess you'd say.
It's everything.
Because
The
no one cared
script
about
is the
Parallax.
story.
Everyone wanted to see green versus yellow. That's what we wanted.
But you need
that's not what we
Parallax
got.
to get to that.
You could have glossed over that.
People, either way, you're gonna have upset fans. The movie just sucked. Let's move on.
Number 4, Daredevil.
Yeah, it's bad. I'll give you that.
I don't think
There's no redeeming.
nothing was right about that movie.
It's my guilty pleasure movie. I enjoy it even though it's terrible, and I acknowledge that it's terrible.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why Marvel now has Blade back and now has Daredevil back.
I'm honestly surprised because of like there was no redeeming thing about this movie. I'm really genuinely surprised that Ben Affleck was cast for another superhero role.
But he's a good actor, and he knows
He might be a
Batman.
good actor, but I can't like I want Batman versus Superman to be good, and I want him to be a good Batman. I'm still afraid of seeing Daredevil while he's
Part
being
2.
Batman.
I think the big reason why they cast Ben Affleck as Batman is because they want a well-known person to direct some of the movies. And what's the best way to lock in a director? Lock him in as an actor.
I mean, Ben Affleck is also a Batman fan, which
Right.
kind of makes it more like hopefully he'll be more true. But he obviously didn't care about Daredevil
No.
at all. So we're gonna go number 3, Batman and Robin.
What killed the dinosaurs, Batman? The Ice Age!
Oh, God.
That's fantastic, if you ask me.
Ice Age.
The fucking Poison Ivy, Uma Thurman over the top. Jesus.
Oh, God.
Bane speaks in grunts and groans.
Okay, but at least he's not like, now you have no permission to die, Batman.
But that Bane was at least an intelligent person.
Can you
But
tell
I
that
was
my
born
voice
in
acting?
it. Does it sound like I have trouble breathing? Because I do.
Luke, I am not the father.
That movie was still better than Batman and Robin because bat nipples.
Bat nipples.
We didn't just have bat nipples, we had Robin nipples, we had girl nipples, all kinds of
We
nipples.
had bat cock, bat ass, and a bat credit card.
Yeah, that was
Never
like...
leave the cave without it. Oh, God.
And they invoked the image of a better movie, i.e. Superman, inside that movie. Because one of the first lines is Batman saying, "That's why Superman works alone." So why isn't Superman in this movie? It probably would have made it better. But no. The movie was shit. And will always be
You have
shit.
my permission to move on to the next number, Dylan.
Number 3. Spider-Man 3.
This was my entire list.
Just
Oh,
emo
God.
emo Spider-Man, Topher Grace as Eddie Brock.
The dance scene was what killed it for me as an entire series.
It's
Like,
the whole
trilogy was
emo
really-
thing
Yeah.
is what kills that.
As soon
And
as you got
It's
into
not
that
even
phase-
It's not even Topher Grace as Venom. I get that. It makes kind of makes sense. It's the fact that the symbiote makes him emotional, which it doesn't.
But no, it doesn't. Because symbiotes are supposed. I guess now it's a retconned idea, but symbiotes are like peaceful creatures that want to just make people into heroes.
Yeah, they're supposed to live off the adrenaline, so it's supposed to make him want to go out and fight crime.
But
not
it doesn't. Well,
his
it
wrist.
does kind of have that element when he first gets it, where like it takes him out while he's asleep, and then he wakes up upside down on the building for some reason. But then there's the fact that they tried to put too many villains in for one movie.
Yeah, you had 3 villains.
You had 3 villains. You had New Goblin, Sandman.
What's Hobgoblin?
He's New Goblin because Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin's a completely different guy.
Yeah.
I thought that's what they called him now.
There was no
No.
pumpkin bombs either.
No, he was just the new Green
In
Goblin.
fact, in the game they called him New Goblin. It's just Harry as the Goblin.
Yeah. And then Venom, and then turns out Sandman wasn't even a bad guy.
It doesn't matter. Let's move on.
Like, my daughter's sick. The end.
What was that? Number 2. Number 1. Catwoman.
Anything you can say horrible about a movie, it would probably suit this. Like, that's how bad it was.
Yeah. It's not in Gotham. I don't know what the fuck city they're in. Like, I didn't know Catwoman had multiple personalities. I didn't know.
It's not even like a good Catwoman.
No,
It's
and,
not like the.
they made her. They gave her a sexy outfit for the sake of being like, let's practically put Halle Berry on screen naked.
Yeah.
Well, people will watch that, right? Yeah,
Well, I did.
yeah. And then I was younger when that movie came out, and I was still like, no, not Catwoman. Just no. There's nothing about this that says, yeah, no, you can steal. She didn't even steal anything. She wasn't even a thief. She was just bent on revenge.
I don't
She's
even
beat
think
up
she's
some guys,
Selena
that's
Kyle in the movie, is she?
I don't know. If she was Selena Kyle in the movie, that makes it even worse.
It really just didn't follow the comics at all.
Like they were just like,
Let's write this
Character
story about
name.
Egyptian gods, cat thing, people. The end.
it was bad.
The end.
And at least Halle Berry accepts that it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, she even accepted the Raspberry Award in like the most sarcastic way possible.
In the costume.
No, she was just acting like it was a great, prestigious award, which was the joke that she was making. It's like, oh, thank you so much for this honor. It was
And
fantastic.
then like in her speech, she shit on the writers.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, she got her revenge. So
Catwoman got her revenge again.
see, that would be a better movie.
Yeah, it was like the basis of the movie ended up being the basis of the actor. That's kind of weird.
Poor Halle Berry. But so that was our top 9 worst superhero movies. things.
And canceled.
Say goodbye to
Canceled.
the nice people.
Canceled. The show's canceled.
Shut up,
Canceling
Wyatt.
it. It's
Goodbye.
canceled.
It's that bad. We're canceling this.
Peace out,
No
guys.
more.